welcome to my channel. Today I would love to show you what my 8-month-old is eating. And I know that every child is different, and depending on the how many teeth they have or how hungry or big they are, they might be eating better or worse. But at least you will get an idea of what your baby, if your baby is 8-month-old or close to like 8, 9, 7, they probably would be interested in very similar things. So hang out with me and see what he likes.
So here for breakfast, he's having a yogurt that is based on whole milk, and it's delicious, very fatty, and really, really good. He loves it. I used to separate berries and fruit out of yogurt because he used to choke on those a little bit. Now, though, he is at the age that he eats the chunks and all the fruit very, very well. And I just feed him the whole thing. Here you can see that he's a little sleepy because right after breakfast he goes to nap. So he's getting sleepy here. And he's watching his big brother. Here you can see on the left from him, on the right from him. And that's kind of a good level of entertainment so that he's distracted a little bit and can munch down his food a little bit better. He also loves having some fruit after his meals, raspberries, tangerines, apples. Right now he can actually chew on them and not choke. And sometimes I break it down into tiny pieces for him. Also, his pediatrician recommended he takes vitamin D because he's breastfed. She said that he needs additional vitamin D. Consult your doctor, pediatrician, so that you do the best for the baby. And he loves his vitamins. Then for other meals, he either has a vegetables or grains. So here I'm making his vegetables, and the way I make them, I just make soup. Any kind of vegetables that we have at home, be it potatoes, sweet potatoes, peas, broccoli, cabbage, onions, peppers, anything that you can think of, whatever is in my fridge or in my pantry. This is what is going into the soup, and then I just cut it into tiny pieces and make a soup out of it. This soup is going to have chicken as well, which is wonderful, so that he can get extra meat in the soup. And Will loves watching me cook, and we can have some conversations. He can try pieces of vegetables and see if he likes them or no. So here I'm adding some frozen peas and then some broccoli into his soup. And then I also try to remember herbs. Here we have dill. Will really likes his grass in this soup. And then once the soup is all ready, I just put enough into the blender that is going to be good for 2 days. So today and tomorrow, within 24 hours, my mom recommended that that's the good time for the baby to have his food. And now it's all ready. And I also try to think in advance. So here's some beans for the soup that I'm going to be making in a few days. And for his other meal, he's going to have quinoa and cranberries. So here are dried cranberries. I'm putting some hot water over it to soften them up a little bit so that they can blend a little bit better. So for his grains, I do currently quinoa, rice, or oatmeal. And I just cook it as normally as I would have it, or our family is going to have. And then I just have enough for him, and I put it in the blender again. And then I add all the things that I would normally put, either butter or oil. See, here I'm going to be putting oil because we ran out of butter. And some vitamins are not absorbed by our bodies if there is no fats in the meal. So I always put something oily. For his soups, I normally add sour cream, but for grains, I add either oil or butter. And then I just add plain cow's milk because he has had it before and he's not allergic, so I know that he's going to be good. And I mean, I'm not giving him too much of it, just for a little bit. And I mean, he has plain yogurts as well, so milk is fine. Then I add cranberries, and then I blend, and you can see my blender is not perfect. It leaks a little bit, so I have to put a paper towel around it. So here we have all meal. His meal is ready, but when I was feeding him, I actually added a little bit more milk just because it was just a little bit too thick. So it's all ready to be served, and then he is going to enjoy it for his dinner very much. And the first spoon always is a little bit hard. He needs to taste it first to make sure that he likes it. But then when he tries it and figures out that, oh yeah, it is good, then he eats it really, really well. And after he eats most of his meal, then I actually give him actual quinoa or rice. I don't give him oatmeal because I think oatmeal is a little bit too big for him, but quinoa is here that you see he likes it a lot, and rice is really good for him too. Little pieces, not too much. I mean, not pieces, spoons. A little bit in the spoon, and he enjoys it very much. And I usually take it from Will's bowl, but Will doesn't like sharing his food too much, even though he's good at sharing, but food,
Oh, don't get my camera away.
So then I just separate some of the food for Michael in his container, and then he eats it on his own. And then here you see I give him tiny pieces of bread every time with every meal so that he can work on his skills, fine motor skills.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you have found this video helpful, like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment and let me know, what is your 8-month-old baby's eating? Maybe I should be adding something to Michael's menu so that he can have a little bit more variety. And if you have found this video helpful, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Have a good day, and I will see you next time. Misonia, are you a happy boy? Is mommy feeding you well? Yeah. Yeah. At least that's what mommy's thinking. He seems to be happy.